Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today's June 3rd, 2022. Time is 8:07 p.m. my local time. Chat! Welcome back. How's everybody been? How you doing? We're hanging out today. We got a lot of news. And, if time allows, I'll be playing your games here live on the show. If you're joining from Singapore, like Darren on YouTube is, good morning. How you doing on this wonderful June 4th? If you're joining from India, like Srirem, hello. How are you? How's everybody doing? It's been crazy. It's been a while. Been a long week, chat. We're hanging out, having some fun, talking about some video games out here. You know, we got the Sandbox game 5 days a week. Back on full-time schedule until NFT NYC. We're going to be live streaming here on this channel, playing the games that you create and talking about the updates that come to the Sandbox game. One such update. Man, I'm feeling chill. I'm feeling chill today, I feel like I could be hype. I feel like I could be excited, but feeling chill today. Sound like a radio DJ. I appreciate that, Soot. That's very nice of you. I worked at a radio station once upon a time, and before that, in my days in high school, worked on a radio station there as well. At the Sandbox Game tweets earlier today. Cute, right? Find Pororo in the Zalia Sanctuary until June 10th. 50 winners will be randomly selected to win 200 sand when you take a pic after finding Pororo, and make sure you validate the mission on the contest page. To enter, go to sandbox.game/en/season/contests, or head over to sandbox.game, go to the Alpha section. You can see the contests in the tab at the top. Upload your screenshot with the tweet right here, like Josh the Spaniard did at Metaverse Potato 1 hour ago. Said, I just participated in the hashtag Sandbox weekly contest for a chance to win 200 M sand. I found Pororo. Check out my screenshot below. And Josh the Spaniard did something that I recommend here on this show to help increase your chances, because I noticed that the contest function can't find my Twitter like it says over on YouTube. And if you are one of those people, Josh the Spaniard fixed this issue, because sometimes we get so many retweets, so many tweets, all with the same text in such a short time from our community, that Twitter may find it to be spam, may auto-filter that. So Josh the Spaniard avoided this by adding just a little something at the end of the tweet here, saying busy AF, LOL. So if you're having an issue with the Twitter contest not working, as Darren says, that is because you are tweeting the default first thing that comes up. So just change it up a little bit. Just make sure you don't remove the Pororo, the hashtag #TheSandbox, that section. Leave all that there, but add a little something at the bottom, and it should work fine. A little something, as Hodel Hill says in the chat. That's right. So make sure you get that tweet out with your screenshot. And let's get on to the next bit. It says, we're proud to be a part of the change and empower women to become leaders in the Web3 space. All right. Ladies, are you curious to know what this is all about? Join us next Wednesday for a drink and we'll spill the tequila. All right. The first gathering dedicated to empowering the next generation of Web3 female leaders is here, RSVP. This is the Women in Web3 kickoff event, 8th of June, 7 p.m. All right. If you're interested in that, you can go to the eventbrite.co.uk link in the thread on at Web3 Women Paris for more details. There we go. Celestial Photography seems to have fixed it. Crafter ETH says that was my mistake as well with regards to that tweet. So if you're having issues with that, you can see it being answered and fixed right here live. That's what we're all about, helping you out with any of those questions that you have on this show. Before I get on to the next bit, that's a kind reminder that if you do have a question during this show about anything related to the Sandbox, whether it's the Game Maker, whether it's your software Vox Edit for creating assets, if you're having issues in the metaverse, in the dashboard, which is what we call our website, anything like that, I'll try to address them live here as I can. Today, you'll note that RadCon needed to take the day off, and that's okay. Obviously, I've had to take a couple of days off recently, so of course, sir, enjoy, excellent stuff asks, question. Some more details on the Snoop contest, please. What do we need to claim the rewards, and what about holders of multiple avatars? It is my understanding that multiple avatars do not give you multiple benefits per se. Your entries are based on the ownership of the asset. However, I would suggest, because this is actually one of the interesting bits when we're working with partners and we're doing partner deals over the long term, that the doggies themselves have their own dedicated Discord channel with their own dedicated team to that Discord channel. So if you have questions specifically about the doggies and the rewards therein, as one of those partners, and as we get more and more partners, there are going to be more of them doing this, where they'll have their dedicated Discord, you can ask those questions in. So I would recommend excellent stuff that you go check out their Discord for that answer in full, because I could be wrong. We actually are already well over hundreds of different partners at this point, and tracking little individual details like that can sometimes be tough, even if that is basically all I do all day. So, Little Legion, thanks for the welcome back. I appreciate it. I am feeling better. A couple of days ago, I know it seems stupid, right? But I was cleaning this ear right here, and I accidentally poked my own eardrum. And I thought it was going to be much worse than it was. But I'm up to about 90% hearing again. Whereas on that first day, I couldn't hear almost anything out of that ear. Like, I could hear more by tapping on the side of my head than I could hearing out of my own ear. So it was wild. And that kind of trailed over a couple of days of like some pretty serious pain. So took a couple of days off on that. Memorial Day was the Monday in America, so we take that day off regularly anyway. But yeah, it was a wild time. It was wild. It was pretty painful. But whatever. That was me. I was dumb. Yeah, be careful. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Who's ultimately controlling the contest? Sandbox or the partners themselves? For example, technical issues with submitting the tweet. Whom should we approach? Dr. Metaverso. If you're just joining us, I mentioned this when I hit the first news piece at the top of the show. Essentially, if you're having issues with a Twitter contest when it comes to taking a screenshot and submitting that, we've seen already people fix that by making the tweet. And when you make the tweet, add something to the end of the tweet. Don't just leave it exactly as it is, because sometimes Twitter can see that come up and there's hundreds to thousands of people submitting into those contests with the exact same text, and Twitter might flag it as spam, which will make it so that our system can't see it. Like, you could still see your tweet, but you may be like shadow banned in a way. You're not actually banned, but the term is pretty generic, I suppose. But shadow banned in that you can see it, but no one else can. So then our services wouldn't be able to see it. But if you add some extra text at the bottom so they're not all identical, then you should get picked up much easier that way. No worries. Of course, that's what we're all about. Answer those questions anytime. Broke my eardrum before, Backspace says. I could hear my breathing loudly. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It was wild, right? Like I could, luckily, obviously this ear it was fine. And like, I didn't end up with like much tinnitus, which is that like ringing in your ear when you do something bad, But there was a couple instances like that. So anyway, nonetheless, let's get on with the next piece here for you. Man, does it seem weird, chat, when I'm here by myself? I feel like it's such a good time. It's a good vibe when we have a producer on the show. Get an extra voice. I don't know, maybe it's because I get a chance to breathe when we do that. I feel like I'm going to yawn a bunch today. All right, next piece of news here. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Here we go. Dino Warriors. like that fire effect. Adobe After Effects. If you like that fire effect, call me. I'll tell you where to buy it. It's a good deal. Anita Conrad, they say. Nice. All right. You and Conrad together is always awesome, but you do it just fine solo. Thank you. Appreciate that. Just finished the mission. It's a whole vibe. I agree. Dino Warriors, they look really slick, you know? Like, and again, I can't say enough about this animation because the preparation that goes into making a video like this. Guys, if you're thinking about making some assets and you're thinking about how do I take it to market, the electronics, that's a good question. I'm going to try to answer that as well as I can based on my understanding of what your question is really saying. But when you're looking at this creation, something that I want to highlight here is first, you've got one asset, right, that's coming off of the right. If you've never made a video like this before, you know, I'm seeing a bunch of different components kind of come together at once. The background here, that animation is a full regular animation. Everything's happening behind the word Alexander, behind the base here, but that piece has been animated in 2 different places inside the Game Maker, or in VoxEdit rather, and then placed into the Game Maker. It's so loud. Oh, sorry about that. I can fix that real quick. But that piece has been animated in 2 different spots and laid over each other, and then had that little like spark effect come out later in Adobe After Effects. The same thing with the text, and the render here, which is the image that's in the front, is coming in from the side. So if you're thinking to yourself, like, how do I make a high quality, essentially a commercial for myself? Keep in mind that some of those animations that you make for these characters could be compatible with those commercials and used as such. Ian Rooney asks, wait, can we earn Alpha Season 2 passes again? You may not earn those again. No, they had a limited run, 10,000, and that was it. So now the only way to get them is to get them on secondary. It's the same thing as we get into this next bit here, right? You can see the characters slide in off the side, but that punch is pre-canned for their attack animation. The same, the enemy, you know, being staged where it is, getting hit like this. This can happen, you know, just fine in VoxEdit, but you import it separately and you add your lighting effects later. But yeah, I mean, commercials like these are going to be huge when it comes to, like, if you are creating assets, if you're creating experiences, things like that. Creating these marketing pieces is as important as creating the content itself. Because, you know, I've told people who are creating in this space this quite a lot recently, but I like to say that they won't be able to see you if they can't see you, if that makes sense. So most people make the mistake that isn't happening here on this tweet, which is to never use a hashtag. A lot of people make that mistake, right? Like, if you don't have a following on Twitter for your product, for your game, for your personal space, whatnot, and you've never used a hashtag in your life, you're not going to get new followers because nobody knows you exist, right? Once you start to have a following and you're getting those likes and you're getting those retweets, that helps quite a bit. But to get new organic viewers, you always have to put yourself out there in a way that once again, with hashtags, in order to get that attention from that new person. So whatever your topic is that you want people to look for and find you in, hashtag NFT, whatever it is, you'll want to put that out there. You know, $sand works as well, or hashtag sand works to get like sand fam attention. But when it comes to promoting things like this, your own original IP, I believe, should almost always have some kind of hashtag associated with it. Whether it's inline like they did here, where they said the hashtag Dino Warriors, or you write it out and then at the end you put hashtag Dino Warriors if you have space. All right. Rohan asks, how can I share my Sandbox live stream link in the Sandbox Discord? So that particular space for live streams is assigned to a role that only a moderator or staff member can give of live streamer. So typically, if you are an outstanding live streamer, and this hasn't been refreshed in a while, there's actually quite a few people that I can think of off the top of my head that I would like to add to this list. But the live streamer role allows them to specifically mention that they are live in that Discord. And that's important because sometimes you can get like bots that just kind of snoop to see if you have one of those channels, go in there and sneak some stuff in that doesn't really belong. And it can look more official than it ought to. If you're able to post in that, just as like anybody sometimes, which can lead to phishing or other kinds of potential vulnerabilities to the community. So generally speaking, we'd like to keep them refreshed, keep them updated, keep more people in there. But I think that I could think of at least like 5 people who could definitely go in there at this point that aren't already listed there. All right. If I buy an alpha pass off of secondary, can I access the full Sandbox map? I thought you had to have it before May 1st. Currently, no users can access the full Sandbox map unless they are staff or quality assurance testers in general. So you must be given special access in order to bypass the gating system that we are using right now, and we are gating with the intention of updating those maps based on the feedback that you guys left at the end of season 2. So those updates, I almost gave away a date there, are ongoing right now. We've seen some really good progress to some of the most sought after maps for updates, should I say. Your guys' feedback, I've already seen like huge strides in the experiences that we had in the last season, including the user-generated content experiences. So things are really looking up. I'm really liking it. In other words, apply for a job at the Sandbox Metaverse. If you have the skills to pay the bills, hey, you can go to careers.sandbox.game right now. There are a ton of jobs open. We are constantly expanding as our fan base gets bigger, as our player base gets bigger, all those things. So there are jobs in the metaverse right now that you can apply for. All right. Current Snoop event, and maybe the Pororo state that they have quests to do, but they do not. Would it not be pretty easy to turn that off on the map until they have quests, hot chips, and source? The reality is that they do have quests, but the version that is uploaded right now may not have those quests. So the conflict that you're seeing is that there are 2, at least, it's probably like 4 for the Snoop Dogg one, versions of that same map, and one of them is at least one of them is being prepared for season 3. So, yes, there are definitely the issue is that there are like little hidden things that we intentionally put away so that we can fix them. And like, so we may have a release like this, where we put up all the things that are known to be functional or are necessary for that particular run. As we are in alpha, things are constantly adapting and updating. But yes. Okay. So yes, back to that question Jazzwolf is kind of answering here in the chat, talking about if the 250,000 sand is going to be split. The reality is that 250,000 sand is the total pool, and the doggies are a maximum of 10k. So that means that over the period, the 250,000 sand will be distributed to the entrants that are in the pool. The reason why I'd recommend you go check on the doggies Discord for the specific answer is that there are 2 possible options. We may have, in cooperation with them, said, given that there are, 10,000 assets, if it's a 250,000 pool, one asset could redeem up to a maximum of such an amount, whatever that is. That's pretty simple math, but I'm going to let you do that. And then the reverse, is also possible, where they say like, okay, if only 6,000 doggies actually participate, the whole pool goes out. So that's really what you want to check on. But once again, check on the doggies Discord officially for that detail, because as we continue to have these different partners, as we get into the future of the Sandbox game, get more user-generated content, more partner-generated content, we are going to see more things like multiple battle passes or season passes or what have you being issued at the same time with different terms, different conditions. Part of what we're going to talk about here in just a second is how we have multiple game jams that are going to be issued, multiple Vox Edit contests that are going to be issued at the same time, right? And the different partners are going to be, at least in some degree, increasingly more responsible for their own season passes, their own, all that sort of thing. So as we go, it's going to become both easier to find some, create to earn, play to earn experiences, but it's also going to be harder to find the individual details for those particular experiences, because we're just going to have too much for a person to be able to track individually. So it's always good to add their discords, to get into those chats and see where we can go from there. All right, so in line with that, CyberKong's Vox Edit Contest. We are partnering with @CyberKongs to bring you a brand new Vox Edit Contest. 15,000 sand and special rewards from the CyberKongs team on the line. Let's check it out here. All right, first place is earning 6,000 sand tokens in this Vox Edit Contest, 1 VX CyberKong, and 3,000 banana tokens. Whoop, accidentally bopped my little thing here. Rules are simple. Create an asset inspired by the CyberKongs universe, but don't make your own version of a Kongs. Meaning, don't make one of these right here when you make your asset. Make something inspired by their universe, but not specifically just a Kong. Submissions for this open June 6th at midnight UTC time. Submissions close June 19th at midnight, roughly a minute before midnight UTC time. Reviews and voting begins June 20th to July 10th, and the result will be announced on July 16th. Tweet. Okay, create a GIF of your fully animated asset. We recommend using Gyazo. Tweet your assets GIF mentioning @VoxEdit and @the Sandbox Game on Twitter. Please make sure to include a #VoxEdit Weekly hashtag in your tweet. Finalize your submission. Fill out the following Google form. This is on sandboxgame.medium.com. If you want more details on this, you can see the contest there. Then, also, tweeted out by PandaPops themselves. Just yesterday, there was a contest here on the Sandbox official blog, another Vox Edit contest, the Pure British Vox Edit Contest. 15,000 sand split. First place, 6,000. Second place, 3,500. Third place, 2,000. And fourth through 10th place winning 500 sand. Submission open June 1st, 2 days ago. Closing June 8th. Voting is the 9th until the 16th. Results announced on June 25th. To celebrate the Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, which just ended today. 70 years of reign. The Sandbox is organizing a Pure British Vox Edit Contest. T, the Beatles, Big Ben, bad food. That's debatable. You name it. The goal of the competition is to create an asset that screams Britishness. So this is what we're talking about just a second ago. An interesting thing as we, again, continue to expand, continue to grow. We're seeing 2 Vox Edit contests that are basically happening at the same time, right? This one starting on June 1st, ending June 8th. We go back to the CyberKongs, starts June 6th, ends June 19th. So they're happening in such a pattern and frequency now that, the processes are getting more streamlined. We can have more contests. We've got dedicated peoples to running each of these 2 separate contests now. So you're seeing these things come through more often. And I know we got a game jam coming up for you. The Pororo game jam now. We've got some others. Got a calendar of them. and it's full for this month coming up. So I also have one to announce for you. While we are there on the floor at NFT NYC, so keep it tuned to our Twitters. Andy Ritchie, myself, DVisionX, you got PandaPops, all of us, because we're going to be tweeting, we're going to be doing some videos while we're there. Because we won't be able to do this show, you're going to get just a ton of like vlog and post content out there on Twitter over the duration of NFT NYC. And we have a big, fun announcement for you while we are there. So, super excited. All right. Let me see if I can check back here for these questions here really quickly, because Sandboxer27 asks a question, and I'm going to give you a pro tip that is going to change your life, Sandboxer. It says, when will you add an in-game screenshot button and a built-in capture or replay? So, if you have a Windows 10 PC or Windows 11 PC, you already have a built-in capture and replay in your system. You can press Windows key G and it's going to open the game bar where you can record very easily straight to your PC. If you don't, and you simply are using a Windows PC, you can also press Windows key, Shift S, and it's going to do this to your screen. It's going to pause the screen as it is, click and drag, and it is going to create a snip document. And you can see down here, we've got some little messages. No, don't open my email, Joe. What are you doing? But you can see right here, the snipping tool, which is what I just used, has snipped it, and it's copied it to my clipboard. Select here to mark up and share the image. If I wanted to, I could mark it up. You can draw on it, do all the things, and then you can paste it out there onto Twitter. Should make it really easy for you if you're doing contests like those contests we've had. Print screen button can do the same thing, but it doesn't crop it for you automatically. So the Win Shift S will crop it exactly as you click and drag. All right. Nicholas LC says, question, sup Joe, I tweeted my entry and it says your tweet did not have any attached media, then asked me to verify myself with a Twitter status ID. Nicholas, if you're having issues with your tweet, what I would recommend you do is, I'm going to probably mention this a bunch this week because I feel like this question comes up a lot when we do these kind of contests. But Voxel says, good job making your Capital One payment. You know how it is. I only use a card just because I'm lazy mostly, and then I just pay it off every month. Credit score is magical these days compared to what it used to be. Anyway, so with your tweet, not having attached media, if you're having issues with the tweet, what I recommend you do is you go back and you do another tweet on the contest page. But instead of just doing the default tweet, do a little typing after the words that it says, right? Like push enter a couple of times, type out a sentence or something that goes with the rest of the tweet, and then tweet it out. Because sometimes what you'll run into is that Twitter thinks that you're a robot because you and 7, 8, 20,000 other people made this exact same tweet with the exact same text, right? And they can like essentially shadow ban your post. So you will see it, but no one else will. And then we can't pick it up. So lots of people already from this show went, oh, that worked. Great, thanks. So. Ashara Studios, what's up? How you doing, Tom? Question, can we complete the quest? I just did all 3 in Zalia and it didn't register. Ian Rooney, the quests themselves are not, they're not working towards, at this time, any kind of season pass rewards. They are for fun quests to do. When you close the experience and you reopen the experience, those quests always reset. They do not permanently complete. For the interest of those people who might want to like do speed running or something like that, they always will refresh like that in the experiences. So, you know, if you have any other reason than what I just mentioned that you want to complete those quests or something like that, let me know. All right. Anyone want a Wizzy the Green dancing sweater? Me. Wait, like a regular Wizzy the Green? I already have one of those. I don't have the lucky hat, though. I don't have the lucky hat, though. We're almost out of them, by the way. I was looking at that list the other day, and I think we're down to like the last 20 or less of the Wizard of Green lucky hats. So I am going to have to buy one on secondary, because I literally can't win one when I'm the guy giving them away, you know? All right. So we got that creator contest. We got the CyberCongs contest. We talked about that. Got another piece right here. We are distributing 5 million M-Sand tokens to our landowners. M-Sand meaning sand tokens on the Polygon network. It's time to claim. Go to sandbox.game/en/me/claim. If you are a landowner, you can claim that sand token right now. It's already going to be in your account. I think I checked for me. In the wallet that I redeemed it on, I had literally one land left because I was dumb. I sold my land like a long time ago. Long story. If you guys haven't heard it, ask around. Everybody knows I'm a fool. All right. But I was able to redeem, I think it was 200 M sand that I was able to get for just the one land, which is crazy good. Crazy good. Free rewards for those who are holding in the community. There's also more details. Snapshot was taken on May 13th, 2022. So if you didn't know, you had to have the lands on May 13th, and the claim opened on May 31st. So the claim will stay open for those people who have or had a land on May 13th at Quado 05 UTC when we took that note out of the blockchain. Leonardo Dela Cruz is asking, we need a Wizzy to purple hat. I already suggested that to Alex. Purple is the best Wizzy, in my humble opinion. And you know what? I agree with you. I wonder. So Alex, if you guys didn't already know, when we do run out of these particular assets, it's up to Alex to decide where the future of the Wizzyverse leads, you know? And we've got some options that I think I remember. I'm honestly a bit more curious about like that orange Wizzy. I don't know if you guys know, but there was an orange one that he made a while ago. Ooh, man, I knew that was going to happen. Without a producer, you can't breathe. You know what I mean? I get to yawning. All right. But the orange Wizzy, I'm very curious to see if we can issue a full-scale asset that you can put into your experiences soon. All right. Will we be able to buy land with M-Sand in the future? Yes, you will be able to. One of the things that I need to look into more, because I'm pretty sure that there's already a system for it, but I'm not 100% sure, is the US dollar or fiat currency on-ramp that goes directly to the Polygon Matic network. Because if by any means I could acquire Matic tokens with dollars, then I know, you know, it's one penny exchange or less to trade it over to Sand. So as long as there is an on-ramp, but I haven't looked into it specifically, directly to getting M-Sand with cash money, then there will be that for you. While it's already on layer 2 critically. Because you can technically buy Matic directly, like, but it's on the ETH network. And what I'm thinking about is, as people have asked this a lot, is how do we make sure that a person doesn't have to pay a big fee to get their stuff over to that network and that sort of thing. So M. Della Villa says, keep those contests coming. They're drawing in more people. I agree. And I like them. And I like to see what people make. Because that what they're making is drawing in more people at the end of the day, right? What you guys are making when it comes to experiences, when it comes to assets, games, concert venues, all that sort of stuff. That's what draws the user, the general consumer, to come into this space. You guys are still pioneers in this space. You're still innovators. You're still making the metaverse work. And when people talk about seeing the future of the metaverse, they see the potential of the metaverse. It's because of the content that you are making. All right. Dancing Sweater says, I have enough sand for a 1x1. Is a land sale still going on? Or Whew. Excuse me. When is the next Sandbox land sale? I don't have a confirmed date on this. Because there might be another one before when I know there will be one. But I can say that there will be one after Season 3. Our goal is to have a land sale, the next land sale, be natively on the Polygon-Matic network. Marco says, when Season 3, Joe? Drop some beans. Marco, Season 3 is scheduled for 2022. You like that? Muted that on purpose. And I also didn't even lip words. So you can't go back and try to lip read it. Joe can enter the Sandbox. Oh, can the Sandbox partners claim the MSAN from this landowner's claim as they hold land? Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Partnerships have a variety of terms. And most often, it's... Well, I'm not going to get into that, but... because somebody will probably find like one instance when I'm wrong. And I don't like to do that. So, nonetheless, yeah, I guess they're technically eligible. Anybody who is holding lands, the allocation is still for the same number of land holders, claimers. All right. The raffle says July 2022. Hope it's for my birthday. You know what else said July 2022? Was the tweet for the land owners. You see on your screen the landowner roadmap here. So it did mention it. It did mention. Oh, wait. No thanks. Nope. Wrong computer. Doop 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 doop. Nonetheless. All right. Every season has happened while I was in Texas. Guess who's headed to Texas soon? Really, Sparky Snickle? You're trying to say that all of the seasons start when you decide to take a flight and or a drive and go to Texas? Everybody, chat. I need you to get your funding together. Make sure you get Sparky Snickle a laptop. And then when you do, then they can go to Texas all the time, and we could just never close the season. Be crazy, right? Be crazy. What's up, Enrique Mendez? How you doing from Boise, Idaho? How are you today? The name is horrible because I thought I could change it. Oh, Hudson. Hudson, you can you should just be able to rename the file on your local drive and then re-upload it again. It's still going to have the old version, but you get the new version. All right, let's see here. Oh, I see Dancing Sweater trying to answer those questions. Once land migrates to Polygon, which token will be used for buying in the sandbox and OpenSea? So a Noisy, interestingly, when it is on Polygon, it doesn't necessarily matter that it's on Polygon. You can still buy, sell, trade on Polygon with Matic, Sand, ETH, whatever, while it's on Polygon. As long as that token is also on the Polygon network. All right, let's see. I like it. Call of Duty night? Okay. Play a little Call of Duty. All right. So it looks like I'm all caught up here in the chat so I can get back to some business. Here we go. People of Crypto Lab and the Sandbox to debut the first diversity, equity, and inclusivity hub in the metaverse. To celebrate Pride Month, POC will launch the first hashtag Meta Pride in collaboration with the NYX Professional Makeup on June 24th, 2020. Oh, little typo there. Little typo, my guy. Little typo. 2022. Sandbox will collaborate with the newly launched People of Crypto Lab on the Valley of Belonging, the first ever diversity, equity, and inclusivity hub in the metaverse. The new hub will launch on the 24th of June, 2022 during a special, quote, Belonging Week event, where the Sandbox will open ahead of its alpha season to celebrate our differences, boldly reaffirming the importance of an equitable Web3. POC claims to build a cultureverse where investing in and amplifying creators and communities with diverse stories, teams, and projects that represent Black and brown women, people of color, and LGBTQIA+ creators, developers, and brands. POC will onboard brands to build metaverse projects and movements that drive cultural awareness and education. Global cosmetics powerhouse NYX Professional Makeup, I think that's pronounced NYX. I don't know. My daughter buys makeup, I don't. Will be the first cosmetics brand to integrate into the Sandbox and kick off a new wave of consumer onboarding and education in Web3 via #MetaPride. NYX Cosmetics and POC Lab will celebrate Pride Month, highlighting that makeup has no gender via a non-binary NFT avatar collection, featuring voxelized makeup looks for each group represented in the Progress Pride flag. Interesting thing about this, if you didn't know, culturally, there are many regions around the world where makeup is agnostic. It doesn't matter if you're a dude, a lady, whatever. I'm thinking of specifically South Korea, as the guys wearing makeup there all the time. All right, the 8,430 Avatar NFT drop, which will mint on the 17th of June, is representative of the estimated 84.3% global majority population of communities of color and LGBTQIA+. In one of the most diverse collections available, avatar traits will incorporate over 36 skin shades, every ethnicity, sexual orientation, and gender identification, celebrating our differences ranging from different abilities like prosthetic limbs to cultural identifiers like the hijab. NYX Professional Makeup is donating 100% of its proceeds from the sale of the Avatar NFTs to the Los Angeles LGBT Center, amounting to $50,000. Quote, "There's never been a more important time to build a safe space that welcomes all, given the rising discrimination against LGBTQIA+ and other minorities," says Gay and South Asian POC Lab co-founder Akbar Hamid. "As someone who has had to hide my real identity, I want to help build Web3 as a place that allows marginalized communities to feel represented and not left behind. We are proud to have NYX Cosmetics as a partner that shares our mission." Some more details on this article over at sandboxgame.medium.com if you want to learn more about it. Of course, you can always go check it out there. It's great to see the expansion of avatars, metaverse, creativity, all of those things that can be sure that each person has their space in the space. I think that it's super important to, I think I've told this story before on this show, but had a student when I was briefly doing an after-school program. I was a director of an after-school program locally, and his student, I could tell that they were, kind of trying to fit in. They were doing their thing, and I was kind of like, who are you really, right? Like, what do you want me to call you? Because I don't care. Like, you could tell me to call you a potato or whatever. You can call me a potato. It doesn't affect me, right? Like, I just want to respect you, respect your space, right? And they were just so blown away by the idea that somebody who's an old person like me, right, would just be like, yeah, whatever, cool. You want to do that? Whatever. What would you like? And they had a name that was way off of Sam. But nonetheless, they were like, call me Sam. I'm like, great. You got it. Every day. Doesn't matter. Forever, right? And just that little bit really goes a long way when you respect a person in that basic way, right? That they will want to work with you, want to interact with you, want to build themselves, really. Because some people, they get stuck behind that, where they don't want to, they want to continue to hide, continue to shelter themselves, and then they get lost in that so much that they forget who they are, what they can do, what they can build, and so, try to avoid that as much as possible. Really like things like this just for that reason, right? Because, somebody who's like, 18, 19 coming into the space, just barely past that TOS limit, may look at this and go like, oh, okay. Like I know somebody who looks like that, or somebody who wears that, pair of pants or something, right? And they'll feel comfortable with that. So super exciting to see that. A Noisy Noob says, I want to see the Wizzy Pride theme. Noisy Noob, what if I told you that before the Wizzyverse is done, there's gonna be enough colors to make a whole flag, whatever you want. Like, I mean, it's gonna be like a rainbow of these guys. Pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Got some comments again here. Stream used to start at 2 a.m. UTC. For me, now it's 3 a.m. because of daylight savings. Luke Phillips, no, it's actually because I wanted to make sure that I could feed my kid dinner before I started the show. Because usually, like, we were ending at 8:30 at night, my local time, right? And then she would just like have to eat real fast because it's going to take me like 30-40 minutes, right, to make some food. She have to eat it really fast, take a shower, and then go. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that she would have to go to sleep right after eating and all that. So, all right, let's see here. Anyone else got a bunch of tags, people liking messages you were tagged in, but you can never find the original message? That is basically my life, yeah. Yep, it does happen. As you get a bigger following, it's going to happen more and more and more often. You'll also get tagged in a bunch of stuff that like you don't even know, People will just be like, it'll be one of those like NFT giveaway things or something, and they'll be like, tag 3 of your friends. And like people I've never talked to in my life will be like, oh, at Joe, like, oh, okay. Sod Austin. Sod? Is that right? I want to read it that way, but now that I'm reading it, it seems like sad. Is there any giveaway left? We will be doing one of those before the end of this show. Yes, absolutely. D Electronics says, I'm going to go broke collecting Wizzies. Hey, don't worry. I got plans. Got good plans for that. So you're probably not going to go broke. Put it that way. All right. Only happens on popular peeps. I'm telling you. You're just like a couple days away. When I started with the Sandbox, I had like 100 people who followed me. So. All right, 3 a.m. in the UK. Now it's 4 a.m. I just have a nap and try to wake up in time for the stream. Jazzwolf, you are dedicated. That's crazy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Doing the thing. See if we can find a video game. What do you guys think about that? Want to do a little video gaming? I'm going to open up the Sandbox Game Maker right now. We're going to try to find a game that you suggest inside the chat. So if you have a game that you'd like me to play here live, give yourself some feedback on that, help improve the quality of your games, feel free to let me know about that. Let me see if I have other notes for myself. I left other notes. You guys want some, you want me to spoil some stuff for you? You guys want me to spoil some future announcements for you? I'm going to wait for the chat to confirm it and say yes, because I know you guys always do. There it is, Jazzwolf. Says yeah. All right. Nobody clip it. You ready? NFT Museum exhibition is coming to the Metaverse in June. Once per week. 7 days. Crafter, I think I have tried Kingdom of Sakar once on the show, but I can try it again. Pretty sure you've worked on it quite a lot since then. Oh, let me turn that way down. What page is that on right now, Crafter? What do you got? Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I got a thing for this. I do need to type the search. Kingdom. This one is Kingdom of Sakar GJ Alpha V2. Is it still titled that? Let me refresh. Let me refresh here real quick. Ah, 26. Okay, cool. Let's go to number 26. We'll check it out. We'll try to break it a little bit here for you. We'll probably find a glitch or 7 as we do, I really like this. Really like this logo. It's made by King of Crypto. Now we watch King of Crypto building this a little bit over the last couple of months, I think. So it's been good. Hot Chips and Source asks, anyone else think the Wizzy experience is going to be the best sandbox game to date? Did you know there's going to be many of them, not one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely played this live and I broke it really quickly. Let's see. I'm going to let everything load. And we'll see. Fast travel. Oh, this is new. That's new. Okay. All right. Toto Annihilation. What a name. What a name. What do you want? All right. Nothing. Beautiful day we're having. Oh, yeah. We're going traveling far. Searching for Sakar. You made it rhyme right away. It's pretty funny. All right. Ain't your buddy, pal. Coins. All right. Give him all your coins. Aha! Trick's on you. I didn't have any coins. What up? Oh. I said, where's the party? Woot! And I dropped a dragon's egg. That's pretty funny. I like it. All right. So right away, I'm feeling this is exploitable. Okay, I see what I can't do there. Oops. Ow. Doop, doop, doop. Hey, check it out. It took me a really long time to break this. Oh, but there's stairs to go back. Oh, maybe you've thought of everything. Got another dragon's egg. Maybe you have thought of everything. You can go in the wall. Okay. I feel like I should have been able to get in here much later. But this is good. All right, so I'm going to need to at King of Crypto this video. Oh man, come on YouTube. What are you doing out here, YouTube? Stop it with your... No, you knock it off. You knock it. Put user in timeout on YouTube. You've been timed out. Are they all going to be unique users too? Darn it. All right, I'm going to... 1 second. Sorry, chat. I got a bunch of fake, inappropriate video stuffs. Gotta tell you, does that even work? Like, does that work, chat? You ever see those? You see link spam and you're like, wow, that seems like a great idea right now. I'm gonna just go over there. I disagree. I feel like that's never gonna work, you know? Never gonna work. So I like the use of some of these NFTs that have been created over here to make these like portraits that are on the walls. Ooh, excuse me. Because it gives you a sort of a high definition imagery without necessarily having to like voxelize render it. Oh, this one is shiny. Why is this so shiny? All right, check it out. Freddie Hawkins. Did this bird just talk to me? Hey, how are you talking to me? I'm not a bird. Oh, okay. All right, say I have nothing better to do. What are you asking for exactly? You need to slam, break the curse. Okay, where is he? Replace the king and taking control of the kingdom. He's up high in the tower. Where at this very moment? You're going to have to find him. All right. Find the imp. Now this door is open because I've started the quest. Okay. Oh, this is a castle full of mobs. I gotta run. Gotta run real quick. So as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing the barbarian name and things like that, and it's saying barbarian bald, right? And while that may be true that the barbarian is bald, it could be a good idea if you're interested in this crypto to excuse me, replace those with other names so that unless bald is like their first name uh, and barbarian is their job, both of those things may not. It's not always great to have them all be the same name. It's kind of a very small detail, but those small details matter usually. Yashik saying something here says, "Hi Joe, I've seen a preview clip for swimming in water, and it looks super cool." That's right, it is super cool, and there will be many more features like it coming out with the 0.7 release of the Sandbox Game Maker, which, before you ask, chat, soon, real soon. Real soon. TM. Real soon. A little trademark logo at the end. They say that all the time. But also, like, really soon. All right. Like soon enough. Soon enough that I received an email about it. As OG Shakespeare is now asking for more details of the thing when I said, before you ask. Soon. Real soon. Soon. All right. Soon. Joe, your real soon and my real soon are different. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. The Sorcerer's Chambers. What's up? Sorcerer's busy at the moment. Come back again later? No. I don't think I will. I'm going to beat him up. I should probably go upstairs. Yeah, there's a door guard. Hmm. What are you doing here? What's up? Get out of here. A sorcerer. Hmm. Find the sorcerer. I'll never find the sorcerer now. They were busy. What's up, friend? Oh, hey, door's open. Just gonna beat these guys up before I walk in real quick. What's up, evil wizard? All right, we got the key. We're going upstairs, carrying the key manually. And we drop the key. I'm seeing a calculator on the ground. So typically, if you don't know this, chat, if you've never made a game before, you never made an experience before, you'll use these calculators just for fun. Like, because you could use any object that you want, but everybody likes to use a calculator because they're pretty small. Uh, excuse me. They have a simple number of polys. But typically, what you want to do is you want to make those calculators invisible with no collision. And what they will do is when you bring that key into a certain proximity, it will trigger an event that happens on the door separately. So when I'm seeing this calculator on the ground, it's taking me a little bit out of the emotion of the scene because this was a medieval theme, and all of a sudden, calculator. Where's my abacus? You know. Bop, 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 bop. Get beat up. Put out the fires. We didn't start the fire. All right. Wait. Oh, the fires. Got a silver water cup. I'm walking over these sparks, putting them out. We kept it burning. All right, here we go. The Bloody Baron. Baron in town was bad after all. What shall we mean business? Okay, let's do that. What's up? This guy's still mad. He says I can't come in. You know, so I skipped like half the game. How did I get in here? Oh, through the bookcase. That's right. I'm just checking here to see if I can break the next bit. Because it feels like this is breakable. Oh boy. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. What's up, gatekeeper? Now I can talk to the Baron for the first time. Baron Manor. Huh. Hold up inside his house, but I can find a way to get him out of there. I'll go talk with the banker, but the door's already open. And there's the Baron. So basically, I think what's happened here. Oh, darn it. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on with the spam on the YouTubes, bro. Put you in timeout. You were bad. I don't like it. I don't like these guys coming through here with their inappropriate content on my chat. I know, the bot. I'm sorry about that. I gotta manually go individually block each one of these, and then typically when I do that, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Randuxy. It'd be nice to get some better tools for. Please disable the. Oh, maybe disable the YouTube chat today since you don't have a co-host. Well, I don't want to do that for all the other people who are there on YouTube. We do have quite a bit of people over there. Let's see. How do you know that was a calculator living in a fantasy medieval era? I think you'd be baffled by it. I mean, I don't think you'd be baffled by it per se, as long as the characters that were written on the calculator made sense. You broke my invisible walls there once, though. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Crypto. That's what I do. That's what I do. You got in the castle early? I did. I can show you that again, or you can scroll back a little bit and you can see how I did that. I got in the castle straight away. Because the reason why I was able to do that is you had the tower that was built there with like the door frame, but you didn't put up an invisible wall on the actual walls themselves. Like you can leave the door frame open for your fast travel point, but you need to put up invisible walls on the edges. Otherwise, the polys can be jumped on. So I used the side of the one main wall that has like your lava lanterns or whatever on the side of it. I jumped on the side of the main wall, and then I jumped on to the door frame, and then back over the main wall again. First thing I did coming into the level, as you do, you know. But now that I'm here, like because I went into the castle first, the door was open to go talk to the Baron before it was supposed to be. So I came up to this and it was like, hey, the Baron's all holed up. But all right, okay, I'm sorry, but I swear it was that imp. All right, let's take off that mask. He took my wife, please. All right. A serious voice. There has to be an entrance to the basement around here somewhere. Oh, hey, check it out. It's the entrance to the basement. Scruffy Vagrant. Yeah. What was the name? Randy, stranger. Randy, see, I know this plot point. I already know this plot point right here. I did it again. Crypto. I found the definitely not king super fast, like within minutes. Got to this point. I'm speedrunning your game so good, just breaking stuff. It took me literally minutes again. You got a whole bunch of story. You got a whole bunch of quests between me here and there. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do it. Oh, that was great. It's great. All right, let's see here. All right, just give me a minute to think here, Randy. Give me a minute to think. We got a little skeleton. We got a little bones. We got some bones up in here. I kind of got stuck there. What happened there? I think the skeleton's a bit too big. I bet you I could work my way through the wall if I really wanted to with the way that it's herky-jerky, because the skeleton's too tall to be under that particular enclosure right here. I have a sword. Let me smash the glass. All right, Randall. Randall, help me out here, Randall. Container. Wait, like this one? Boop. Wait, Randy, why are you flying now? What happened? Oh, hey, it's 4 rocks. Ow. Ow. Oh, hey, check it out. Yeah, Handsome Jack. The character from Borderlands. Nice work getting over here. How do we get out? Well, me and Wilson here have had a lot of time to think about it, and you get when you mix perfectly good pasta with gunpowder and lava. You've been down here a while, I see. Oh, freak. Impasta. Oh, wow. Wow, dude. Wow, impasta. Okay. All right. That's an impossible task. Gamer Goblin. Oh, what's up, Andy Ritchie? What's up? How's it going? Looks like you wound up in the Goblins' territory now. They're decent enough folk like you and me, but watch out. Any goblin with red eyes is a threat, or could be. Oh, goblins are one of the 5 races of Sakaar. The human race, the goblin race, the elven race, the fey race, and we dare not say they're a new race, but we know little of them so far. It is best to be careful, adventurers. Sakaar is changing. Talk to the trivia master, answer his riddles, and he will grant you access to his testing grounds. Reach the end, and you'll have enough gold for the supplies and weapons you'll need for life down here. All right. Where's that? Where's that? Wait. Oh, hey, what's up? It's an Alpha Pass. Oh, this is the Trivia Master. Okay. Movie trivia. Question 1. Speak, friend, and enter. Rafgan, Famlin, Belrock, or Melon? Speak, friend, and enter. Rafgan, Famlin, Belrock, or Melon? Chat has an answer. Do you know it? Go with chat? All right, we're going with chat. Did it work? Didn't appear to work. Aha! Nope, it was Melon. Question 2. He who must not be named. Thanos, Jafar, Voldemort, Joseph. I mean, it's obviously me. It's obviously... All right, correct. Question 3. Let's put a pin in it, a smile on that face, on a show, or out this fire. Well, he didn't start the fire. Let's put a pin in it. That was wrong, but that is a real phrase, friend. That's a real phrase. Put a smile on that face. Oh, that's a little Joker fan. I knew you loved movies. Oh, it's supposed to be movie themed. All right. Try and survive my training grounds. There's gold coins in it for you. I can and I am. Ow. 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 There we go. Hey, what's up? I got a pair of pants as well. Look at that. These pants. I can't survive the proving grounds. Yes, I can. I can just heal right here. Look at that. Cheating. I'm a hacker. Chat. If Chuck Norris is ever an option, it's the answer. I agree. These pants are cool. They're nice. Look at these pants. It's interesting because there's something happening here that, like, typically I wouldn't advise, but it really depends on the aesthetic that you're looking for. If you want them to look like digital and archiving, then the effect is happening well. But what's happening with the bottom part of the legs, how they're doing that like glitchiness, is because of something called Z fighting, meaning that there's actually an asset inside of an asset, and they're so accurate to the voxel of exactly where they are that the one asset and the other exist on the same plane. So sometimes the textures will do that, where they'll fight with each other. And most of the time you want to avoid things like that. But if it is a digital look, maybe that makes sense. Skeleton Knights getting beat up. Boop, boop. I will continue to beat you up. Wait, they just come back to life. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to get the heck out of here. Wait, I need this. Yeah. Give me your coins. Whoa, no! No! How do I? I just want to jump. Every time I get hurt. Rip. Oh, no! Hey, I found a new way to break your game. Just found out. Just now. I think. Pretty sure. This is a bug, but that's okay. That's what this show's all about, right? We are coming up close to the end of the hour. King of Crypto, I think what happened here, if I was to guess, is that when you finish the first conversation, you probably spawn a checkpoint, right? Like I've been working to fix the last couple of weeks. Okay. So if you're having an issue with this kind of bug, what I would suggest that you do is you use rather than using the checkpoint component where you destroy the previous checkpoint and spawn the next one, just have multiple spawn points with the same call sign, that same like respawn function on them. So whichever one you're closest to, you're going to respawn in. And it should fix this issue. All right. Let's see here. You're the man, Bug Man. That's right. We're gonna break it. We're gonna break it. And that's okay. Like I said, that's what it's all about. What I've seen so far, and so I'm gonna go back. This is me basically speaking to King of Crypto. But if you don't know, we already played this experience once when it was, I would qualify it as very early compared to this. Um, I'm seeing much deeper narrative design. I'm seeing much better world design so far. It doesn't feel flat. It feels like really well fleshed out. It feels like there's a lot of secrets that I'm unlocking as I'm going through this narrative. And all of it has been interesting and compelling. Despite the fact that I did it all out of order, I am liking the way that this is going and where I think it will end up. So, if we have an opportunity in the future, Crypto, I'd like to run this through again as you continue to work. I know you're working basically every day. I see you live streaming all the time. And it is a very high quality product that is being developed. That's what I'm seeing. The first time that I played it, we saw a bunch of little things. We saw like spelling errors here and there, which, yeah, again, that's not a big deal. We want to point them out so that we can address them and work toward a better product. You were seeing, it was pretty easy for me to get to the end of the game very quickly. And it seems to me that I am not anywhere really near it yet, despite the fact that I skipped a good probably third of these missions. Downside to that is that you are selecting that your audience is going to be a more hardcore audience with this particular style. You had a person at the beginning that I did not explore, so maybe you've already fixed this, but that person said fast travel. If I talk to them, do I get to skip ahead to a certain portion of the story where all of those quests previously will be completed? Because, yeah, okay, I'm seeing yes, but I'm not sure if you were able to hear everything there. But if that is the case, then you avoid one of the pitfalls that we saw with a big game in Alpha Season 2, right? Big games, big experiences in Alpha Season 2. Typically, our users were here for 30 to 40 minutes in a one-piece block. So if your game is going to take longer than that to play naturally, not the way you know how to play because you're a developer and you can smash through it, but the natural progression, if that takes longer than 30 minutes, then I would recommend to put in some kind of checkpointing system where a person could skip and do that kind of as you have it here, fast travel, right? So that you can come back in later and go like, okay, I really liked what I was doing, but I want to play it again. Now that said, if that is the way that you would like it to be, and again, that's a great option, and you do monetize this experience later, I would recommend that either you take whatever amount you wanted people to pay in Sand to play and divide it by the number of chapters, or you can simply just offer an NFT gating access. So you charge for a single NFT and say, this is how you have access to this experience permanently. And you can continue to issue updates then forever. And everybody who owns that NFT gets continued value on that and that sort of thing. All right. RX7801 says, I can't take a quest from the Metaverse Guide in the Zalia Sanctuary. Quests are not essential at this stage because they do not contribute toward the season, as Alpha Season 3 has not opened. So that may be intentional right now. I haven't gone through and played Zalia Sanctuary since it opened, but I know that obviously we have that one contest that's going on the Twitter right now. So RX78, if you're having issues with it in that regard, then that's all good. D Electronics, you don't want to leave yet, because I'm about to do a giveaway right now. Let me make a copy of this form really quickly. We only have about 4 minutes left on this show. And then we will be shutting it down for the evening. We'll do a raid here as soon as this contest is over. All right. Appreciate you, King of Crypto. Super positive community member if you guys aren't already doing it. 6 months in development, And you know what? It shows. You're doing great. You're doing great. I've seen you streaming it. I've seen you creating it. And Crypto, I don't know if you're going to stream tonight, but if you want to, feel free to get it started right now and we'll raid you. So that people can kind of see a little bit of what happens behind the scenes here with this creation. Should I tell her she's wrong? Oh, what happened? What happened? My wife said I want to leave. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, D Electronics. have a nice night. Your wife's more important than me. Like for real. Like for real. Get out of here. You're not allowed. Can't stay. You have to go. All right, let me send out that form for you, chat. Going out over on youtube.com, over on twitch.tv, and on 3 out of the 4 Facebook platforms that we have right now. The form is one of your last chances to win a Wizzy the Green's lucky hat. As I mentioned before, our quantity that's already been distributed is over 180 right now. So SSK Wolf says that I should play the Sand Fam Continental on page 49. I'm going to add it to my list, and we can play it tomorrow evening, same time. Let me post that up real quick. All right, not Jackie Chan in the chat says, don't even bother filling it out, guys. I'm totally going to win. It's all RNG, everybody. So you got a 1 out of 1 chance of winning here on this show. 1 out of 1, you know? That's not accurate. It's 1 out of whatever number of people enter. 1 out of 1's like, you're winning every time. That's not the case. It's just a fair chance is what I'm saying. Fair chance. All right. Harbinger's NFT Gaming says, hello, Joe. I just received an email about the Snoop Club. Can I still join if I buy the avatar now? The redemption for Sand, if it's already open, the snapshot will have already been taken. But if the redemption's not open, once again, I would recommend Harbinger, if you're interested in that you look it up over on their personal Discord channel, as all of our partners will start to have more and more information come out over the duration of these multiple seasons, and they'll have different offers that are unique to them. So go check it out on the Doggies official Discord for the full details. But usually how we do that is that if it is already in distribution, then there was a snapshot taken for who were the owners at that time. But if the distribution has not started, then the snapshot should not have been taken yet. It would be funny, M. Delavilla, if he or they did win. Not Jackie Chan. I mean, they're not Jackie Chan. They could be anybody else, right? So, I don't know. All right, time now, 9:30 p.m. at my local time. Meaning, and I'm going to shut down this forum. We have 67 responses. Let's have a look here. Yep. Looks like it closed out at 67, so I'm going to type RNG in my browser here. We're going to type 1 through 67, click generate. User number 41 is the winner. And this, oh, I didn't change the security question. I'm sorry about that. We already got a name for a Wayward Escapades bird, and it was, because it's a pigeon, Kuwu. Pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. I came up with it, so of course I would. What a loser. You know what I mean? Me, this guy. Dummy. It was a dumb name, but I love it. It worked great. Over on twitch.tv, Flavius 9090. It is at FLAV IOUS 9090. You win. I misspelled that. I misspelled that. I put an O in it. Or an, yeah, I put an O in it like a dumb. But nonetheless, congratulations. You have won the Wizzy the Green's Lucky Hat NFT that you can wear inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox Game Metaverse or in the Sandbox Game Maker Gallery. It's been a good time, everybody. I am going to open up twitch.tv/the Sandbox Gamer right now. I'm going to click the game that we are currently playing, which is the Sandbox. I'm going to look for anybody who's streaming this right now. And as I mentioned, told King of Crypto, they were streaming, which they started up the stream, that we would raid them right now. So if you're interested in joining us, I invite you to go to twitch.tv/king_OFCRYPTO. Twitch.tv/king_of_crypto. We're rating them right now on Twitch with 64 viewers. Everybody! It's been my pleasure to hang out with you here tonight. Having a good time. We'll be back tomorrow early with Alex Florez on the Saturday morning show, where you can learn more skills inside the Sandbox Game Maker if you are brand new to this experience. And we'll be back later in the evening on Saturday, same time, 3 a.m. UTC. Yeah, that's what I picked. That's right. Be back with more, hanging out with you guys. See you later, Twitch.